position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
In your face.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch out. Watch the outside. Solid.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Waiting. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Into the red zone. Wentz looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Check nickel.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot, because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's third down. And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Man, 5-7. Five. Give me that ball, defense.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 52. Hey, 88. Hey, wahoo. 53.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Hey, watch the ball. 74.
Wentz now on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Letting you know right now, you better break.
What?
Running from the gun with Howard. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Down, Eagles.
Here we go. 180.
It's going to be a long day.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Go. 280. Mike 50. I got it. No.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Kelly, don't let Kelly.
From the 29, Rodgers, the connection made, it's Graham. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Under 10, 10.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
What we got? 42's Mike, 42's Mike. Check pass.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Mike 42, check. Mike, hey, exit. Hey, come on now. Undercrush.
Right.
Watch the safety creep.
Box it.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
319. Get 300.
Mike's 4-2.
Check. Yeah, Liz. Look again.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And an Eagle first down.
Kill.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3rd and 13.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Zoo.
42 to Mike. Check, 42.
Right now, you got 58. Check 3. Green idea. Green idea.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Another run with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
81, 81.
Here's Wentz to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 46 down, there's my 4. Hey, Mark 50, Mark 50. I got you. 50's the money. 50's the money.
Working from the gun. Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up. Hey, 57. Mike 50.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, Alpha. 50. Done. It's just me.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
So now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing is Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Check, 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 check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Check tight. Check 30. Check tight. Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 42. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Mike 42, Mike 42. Get that quiet.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On the return, Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go get him. Go get him. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 81 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike 42, Mike 42. And let's get in that hole.
Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 40, jump out! Silver. Check, 42's the Mike. Check, 42's the Mike. He's flip again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Blue 58! We ain't giving up nothing today.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Showing it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Inside. Check. 53's Mike. Switch up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And it's caught. And it will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit.
Accelerating and off off he goes. The 30, the 20, and he cuts it back, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 78 yards, and the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back north.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continue